Hey guys, Nurse Ruth here. Welcome back to my first video back here on YouTube. And if you haven't yet, guys, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, the notification bell to be notified whenever I post my video. It's been a rocky year so far, and since we're getting close to the end of the year, I wanted to take this opportunity by starting this page off by doing a 3-video series. The name of this videos or this series is going to be called WISER. Why WISER? There's a lot of wisdom that I've acquired throughout these years, in my 20s especially, and I wanted to take this moment and just share with you guys some of my wisdom points. If you guys love this content, at the end of this video, go ahead and press the like button. Leave me a comment if you guys are interested in me making more videos. So let's get right into the video. Everything that I said in this video, again, is based on my own life experiences. The lessons that I've learned, the trials and tribulations, all the difficulties that I've been through, and the things that I've overcame. If you guys have more to add to the things that will be discussed, I'll be more than happy to hear your opinions, to hear your stories. Go ahead and share with us your stories. But these are my personal life experiences and the lessons that I've learned. Wisdom point number 1. Stop sharing your business. Guys, I cannot stress enough how this wisdom point has really impacted my life. I'm a type of person that like to give people the benefit of a doubt. I trust easily. I'm very open, and that is if I get to know you and you get to know me and I feel comfortable around you. I just become very open, and I share certain things. The amount of things that you share, it puts you and places you in a vulnerable position. And that's why I came up with this quote: never become too vulnerable to a point where you share your insecurities with the wrong person. It's because that wrong person you share your insecurities to will use that as a weapon to cause damage to you, will use that as a weapon to destroy you, will use that as a weapon in the case of misunderstanding to throw it back at you, to pour the guilt at you. For example, sharing your business ideas with others is just not it, guys. That has caused me so much, how can I say, it made me depressed at one point because I was so comfortable to a point. It happened to me. I shared my business idea with a so-called friend, and they took the business idea and went about it, and obviously they became successful off of the business idea. But I remember seeing how successful they got, and I got so envious and got so jealous of that opportunity because I was like, oh my goodness, why did I share that with them? For example, God has given you a vision, or God has given you a plan. God has given you an idea, that vision that God has given you. He has shown you who you will become, right? And that vision is already at a baby seed form. And then you go ahead and you start talking about it. You start sharing your vision with people. Not everyone that are sent our way are meant to stay in our life. Be careful of who you share your business to, your deepest secrets, your insecurities. You don't know really the hearts of a man. Be careful of the insecurities that you share, even with your partner. They can use it for their own benefit. That is one of the biggest wisdom point or wisdom that I've acquired this whole year. Not everyone is for you. Wisdom point number 2. Not everyone is your friend. Stop calling people your friends. Just because you claim them as your friend doesn't mean they see you as theirs. The amount of deception I've acquired this year is very unbelievable, but I do not blame these individuals. There's a saying, they say, the higher your expectations, the higher your deception. I trusted these individuals. I consider them so much consideration in anything that I did, and I was very deceived this year. So never think that everyone is your friend. Watch who you call your friends. You can pose as a threat to a friend that feels that you have more abilities. You can pose as a threat to a friend that wants to live a luxury lifestyle like yours. Social media has made it so hard to be friends with people nowadays because it's a marketplace of exposing fake lifestyles. People living a life that they don't have. People claiming to have things that they do not have. For example, hush puppies. We all know this Nigerian billionaire, so-claimed Instagram billionaire, who was on Instagram flashing all these cars, flashing all these designer brands, flashing all these bags, watches, you name it, private jets and everything. But all behind that was him scamming people for money just so he can own the things that he was posting. Social media has made it easy for an individual to hate you without even knowing who you are. People are envious of the little things that you post. They see you driving a certain cars and they become envious. Pay attention to spy friends. A spy friend is an individual that posed to be your friend, but only they are coming into your life to play as a spy, to see and seek information, to know more about you, to pull details of you, to go out there and ruin your reputation, to go out there and expose your business, to go out there and criticize you, to go out there, don't become so desperate to a point that you just want a friend or just someone to be around you and you don't know that there are snake eating and biting you from your back. When you get up from a table, you become the topic of their conversation because you share so many with that friend and they exposing your business. They're exposing your business ideas. They're exposing your downfalls and everything. Be careful on who you are calling your friends. Never have a high expectation. Don't put all your eggs on one basket and say that I'm going to tell them about my finance. I'm going to tell them about how much money I earn. Not everyone is happy to see you succeed. Be aware of friends that always want to be your friend so they can get something or gain something out of you. Who are your friends? Friendship is not determined on the amount of time you know someone, the amount of years you claim to be friends. Can you trust the individual that you are calling your friend? Can you trust them that they are able to defend you when you are not there? A true friend is not determined on the longevity. A true friend is determined on the level of loyalty and trust that you have for them. Can you trust them with your kids? Can you trust them with a secret? Can you trust them with money? Can you trust your friend that today, if you were to hit the bank and hit the jackpot and you become a millionaire, that they will never change? Be aware of who you call your friends. So that was wisdom point number 2. Sorry guys, my phone kind of died while I was recording. If you have made it this far, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and also leave a comment below and let me know how you are feeling so far. If this video is being helpful, anything that you would like to share as I continue on to wisdom point number 3. Wisdom point number 3. You are single until you are married. But it's one of the knowledge that I've acquired this year so far. I was in a very long-term relationship before I became one of the things when I got back into the field, or when I decided to at least consider, talking to certain things that I thought was okay then, it's no longer okay now. My background is I'm African. I was born in Congo, raised here in America. So I still have my core cultural, traditional ways of how to see and view things. But it is the 21st century and it's 2021. Things have to change. You are single until he marries you. Fellas, you are single until you marry her. For my ladies, you owe him nothing. You owe him absolutely nothing. And yes, ladies, he owe you nothing. Our tradition and our culture tells us when you are courting a man, a way to a man's heart is through his stomach. You owe him no cooking. You don't owe him your body. Stop throwing your pearls to pigs. If he hasn't honored you before your parents, A dowry to us means the real marriage. If he hasn't presented himself before your dad or your mom, or have not exclusively agreed of being your only one, do other things with him, you choose to clean for him, at least get that exclusiveness, get that commitment first before you do all these things. But yet, he still doesn't owe you anything. You still don't owe him anything until he marries you. Fellas, you don't have to give her money. You don't owe her anything. Her family thinks of you coming into her life, you become their new bank. That is false. You don't owe them money. You don't owe anybody anything in the dating field. Dating is all about collecting data. So while we're collecting data, I have the right to have options. I know a lot of people will come after me on this point, but I have to be very honest with you guys. You have option as a woman. He also has options, and we have to become okay at doing these things because it's absolutely normal to look out there and to collect data from multiple individuals. He owes you nothing. Just because he's spending a lot of time on the phone with you, just because he gave you a little bit of cash for you to do your nails, to do this, to do that, he doesn't. The ball is in your hand, right? But all I'm saying is this. You are single until he marries you. If you catch him talking to multiple women, he has the right to do that because he doesn't own you anything until he comes to you and approach you that, hey, it's you that I choose. I've walked around, I've searched around, couldn't find nobody like you. Then you are not his, sis. Let's quit this old trend that we are so used automatically to thinking that a man owes us his loyalty, his trust, his everything, his money as soon as he start talking to you. You barely don't even know this guy's favorite color. You barely don't even know this woman's trauma. You don't know her weakness, yet you feel as if you own her. I'm not saying, and nor am I encouraging anyone to go out there and start sleeping with multiple partners. Staying away from all these sexual activity does save you from being hurt and being heartbroken. There's a lot of souls and a lot of people that are unhealed out there. We just have to be careful. That is one of the point wisdom that I had to learn this year. Getting back into this market of, I guess, dating and courting or whatever, I gotten to learn that people are free to do whatever they want to do until you make that choice of choosing him, or until he makes the choice of choosing you. Let's not be delusional. Let's not lose our mind. There's certain things that you can be working on in this time of waiting. Yes, you can date multiple people, but you have to be mindful of what you are allowing. You show people how you want to be treated. If you want to be treated with respect, you will show people how to respect you. And we have to get into this habit of voicing our needs and wants to people. If you don't want a particular way of being talked to, you voice it. I don't like it when you talk to me in a certain manner. If you don't like someone to call you at a certain time, I do not answer my phone past 10 p.m. I do not have sex with an individual on the first date. Voice your needs in the beginning. Implement boundaries. Set boundaries to how you want to be treated. When you set boundaries, that's what the individual will go by. If you are falling short on your own boundaries, then you are teaching him or her how to treat you. In this video, I share with you guys 3 wisdom points that I've acquired this year. Number 1, don't excessively share your information. Number 2, be careful who you call your friend. And number 3, you don't own anybody anything until they marry you or until you marry her. Stick around for part 2, and I'll call that the part 2 phase of the WISER series of these videos, guys. Thank you guys for sticking around this far. I'll see you guys on my next video. It was Nurse with Pedicure. God bless. See you guys. Bye-bye.